Hey folks, welcome to Trevor Talk. Today we will be talking to two of the most famous men in American history. Benjamin Franklin on our left.
Thanks, Trevor. It's good to be here.
And George Washington on our right.
Thank you, Trevor.
Today I'll be giving them a series of questions and getting some responses / opinions on each other and their effect on our great American history. So we're going to start out with George today. So George, can you just give us a background on some of your accomplishments?
Well, Trevor, first of all, my whole career started with the French and Indian War in 1763. I was a general in that war, and I was considered a war hero after that.
Well, let's take a quick break and head over to an infomercial. So, as we saw in the interview, I don't know if you noticed George Washington's terrible teeth. That is one of his aspects of a very historical life, and he likes to promote denture cleaner. It is one of the few products that allows you to clean your dentures and keep them clean for long periods of time. Now, as the first president of the United States, he probably knows what he's talking about. So if I were you, I'd go to the store right now and get some denture cleaner. Well, now that we know that George Washington doesn't have the best of teeth, let's move to another topic, his hair. So, George, I've heard that you have real hair and that Ben doesn't. Ben, do you think that stops you from making, getting the women or stopping you from any of your accomplishments?
Well, first I'd like to make a point that while I don't have the most hair, everything growing out of my head is in fact real hair. This is natural, except for, I obviously don't grow hair at the top anymore. But it's all natural.
Uh-huh.
Original color, I don't dye it.
It looks really beautiful.
Thank you.
Ben, I've heard that you have worn wigs. Is that not true?
Well, if I wore wigs, I probably would cover up this terrible bald head. So you can just trust me when I tell you this is all real hair.
Okay, interesting. And George, it probably feels nice to have a real head of hair on your head,
Oh
right?
yeah, this amazing bush of hair I have it looks better than that gigantic bald spot that you have.
Okay. Well, clearly, as we know, there's quite a bit of an age difference between you two. How do you feel about that?
Well, Ben Franklin over here is kind of an old cracker. He's like 40 years older than me, so
30, and I'm a wise cracker.
he did invent the rocking chairs, so
It's good to be comfortable when you're running the country.
Well, you guys have quite a sense of humor. So now let's transfer over to a new topic, academics. As we know, Ben Franklin here is very accomplished in his academics, and I don't know if you would like to elaborate on George's academics as well.
Yes, when I was young, about 8, my father sent me to George Brownell's writing school, where I excelled and stayed there. And in terms of higher education, I don't really have much, but my studies allow me to really learn, and where I was able to make many advancements in electricity.
Mm-hmm. And George, is it true that you did not attend
yes,
school?
it is true, Trevor.
Really?
Yes.
Ben, would you like to elaborate on that?
I think through his accomplishments, he's actually shown that, he's very competent in his work.
That's
Thank you,
very,
Ben.
that is very nice of you, Ben. Okay, well, to wrap this up, do you guys have anything else to say or like to last second remarks about each other?
Yes, I was actually planning on inviting the both of you to one of my houses, maybe the one in France, where I can share some of my wine and play the harmonica for you.
That would be very, very appreciated, Ben, and I assume it would be.
I'm not going to do that, Ben.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show today. Really appreciate you guys coming over to Trevor Talk, and we'll see you guys on the next one, probably about next week. Thank you, guys.